have to be on like relatively the same time. Okay, but that's weird. Anyways, so this is my experience making Shot with Lyrics remake slash remaster, and I want to go extremely in depth. If you haven't listened to the music video, go watch it now. Go watch it. Back out of this. Go watch that. Link in the description. If you can't find it, link in the description to go to the video right now. But also, it's on my home tab. It's on my videos tab. First newest video out right now. Go listen to the entire piece. Then come back and watch this. This is my experience making with. So, as I was saying, since this is my experience making with video, I gotta check for audio really fast. So, let me see really quick. Real fast. Cool. Okay. So, the reason I made this video, and the reason I'm making this, my experience making, because I always do it all the time for each song that I make, I want to take you back to 3-4 months ago in terms of my regular videos. So let me take you back to the first song I ever created on my own. That's my own lyrics. That's unique to me, right? So I created Big Shot with Lyrics, right? And for a long while when the video first released, I loved this version of the song. I loved the dubbing was cool. The lyrics at the time I thought were really cool, and I thought the video was it was a really cool idea. It was a unique, awesome, fun idea for the whole class to sit around and listen to and enjoy, right? So when I listened to this, like, because the song's only 3 months old, when I listened to this song, I think a month or two later, and I listened to each and every single line that I ever said in that respective piece. And I also watched this one, but we're not focusing on that one right now. I made a mistake. The dubbing was not the mistake. It was the lyrics themselves was the mistake. And I remember being in complete disgust when watching that music video. Because in my opinion, the version that I made now, all right, my remake, is a million times better than that first one. And I know what people are probably going to say about my remake slash remaster. Alan, of course, you know, you have back then you didn't have experience on the song itself. Go listen to the song. Go listen to it. Go check it out. Go listen to it. Link in the description / in my videos tab / about page, right? So, of course, it was your first ever cover that you ever made in your entire life. Your first proper cover. So, why are you getting on yourself so badly for the cover? It was your first one. Even if it was my first one, it kind of set the standard of my covers going forward for a little bit. And I felt like that is not how I want to do my covers, you know, like making them more jokey, making them more sweary, like I say a bunch of swear words, because you can tell. If you go back to that video and compare it to the remaster, it is night and day. Like how much I've changed up from just that video from 3 months ago, okay? And that's the whole reason I did this piece back in January of 2026, because I had the mindset of, you know what? I'm going to remaster this. I'm going to remake Big Shot with Lyrics, and I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make it better. No swearing, not a single swear. I'm going to make the lyrics better. I'm going to make it sound less repetitive and repetitive. I'm going to make it the best version that I possibly could make. Right? Welcome, Tim. And when I made this remake piece, I felt that I did. And honestly, in a lot of ways, you can kind of say it's a combination of the original in some ways, but it's also a combination of the Snowgrave, just without, like, swear words and all that other sort of stuff. But anyways, to not waste too much of your guys' time, let's go ahead and dive deep into the remake / remastered version of the song. But first, again, before you continue watching this, please go listen to the song yourselves without me talking over it, without me going into depth with how the voice acting works and all that other sort of stuff. Go support that video. Go hype that video. Link in the description. It's in my videos page. It's in my about page. Go check that video out. Please check it out. Seriously, check it out. All right? I want this bitch in the algorithm, like the last one, all right? I want it in there. But anyways, so let's get it on, right? So the voice acting, right? How do I, like, I'm going to try to speed this up because everyone knows how the process works. The process goes like this. I find a video on YouTube, or I use my own footage of the Spamton fight. Like, I go fight regular Spamton, go grab my own footage, right? And I record it, and as I'm recording it, my tablet has a special feature that allows me to record the audio that is on the video, but also pick up microphones that you stick into the microphone jack in the tablet itself, right? So, with that being said, that's how I record my dubs. I go in on my tablet, all the lines that are read, I just dub it as best I can as Spamton, right? And for those that don't know, my Spamton voice is not using a filter, not using a voice filter. There's nothing on me that is a voice filter or some form of AI. Because every time I do Spamton, he sounds a little bit like this. And, you know, finally, Big Spamton G Spamton, can do the voice without, you know, changing the tone of my voice with the pitches and all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, for anyone that just doesn't know, my voice is authentic throughout this entire video. It is not AI. It is not voice filter or voice changer. It is all authentic, because everyone else uses their Spamton voices in different ways. I'm not judging those ways. I'm just saying, for anyone that wants to know, how the fuck does he do the voice? How does he do the shit? That's how I do it. I just use my vocal cords to the best of my ability to kind of mimic a version of Spamton, or just do Spamton the best way I can, and stuff like that. But anyways, so let's get into the video. Let's go into it. Also, again, check out the piece, the original piece, before we go into it. Check out the original piece and all that other sort of stuff. Oh, and I edit all my videos, and the text that I used for the video is all in CapCut. I use CapCut to edit all of my videos, my regular videos, my shorts, all that stuff. I use CapCut. Great editing app. One of my absolute favorite editing apps. Comes with a bunch of different text fonts and all that other sort of stuff. So that's all from CapCut. The editing and stuff is from CapCut. The text and the fonts that you can find are from CapCut. So just want to let you know how I made the video, like the behind the scenes and all that other sort of stuff. I also have in the link in the description, but you can also go ahead and go watch it on my homepage, on all my other sort of stuff. I also made a promo skit promoting the video as well, so you can go check that out as well if you want to. But anyways, let's get right on into it. All right. Yeah, they moved my mic. Stuff.
Holy cockatoo, do I feel good. Here I am, Chris.
Bigger and better than ever. This power is freedom. I won't have to be just a puppet anymore. Or so I thought. What are these screams?
Why am I not
Big enough. It's still dark. So dark. Chris.
Chris. I can sort of do it still, but that little voice that I did, right? I cannot recreate that perfectly, but in this video, I somehow manipulated my own voice into doing that little Chris so perfectly, man. I wish I could recreate that.
Very, very big. So big we'll stand up tall to see past the dark.
Sort of did it now, but you get it.
heaven?
I just need that little...
I also added a little yeah line because in the original and / the game, he doesn't actually make a noise, but for some reason in my dub, I thought it'd be a little funny if I added Spamton like actually making a noise when he got hit by the thing. Also, trapdoors. So if you want to skip, you can, but I highly recommend you don't because YouTube loves, the full video being watched and not just part of it.
Chris, you have friends? Why don't you tell them about my 3-for-1 special? Today, the whole family can take a little ride around town. Attention customers, peanut butter aisle 3. Someone left their sauce lying around.
Get him, Mini Me's.
Mini Me's.
Now, there's a reason I cut Chris shooting the other things out, is because I want to get to the song as quick as possible, but I still want to do it in the way that I'm used to doing it by adding a pre-battle cutscene and then the music and then the post-battle. So, like, if I can do anything that I can to speed up the process of, of the pre-battle cutscene before we get into the song, I will literally do that just so we can get it out of the way.
Chris, was that a big shot just now?
Wow, I'm so proud of you. I could have killed you. Heaven, are you watching?
It's time to make a very special deal. Chris, you are a fool thinking you can win.
In a fight with me, in my brand new form.
Just look at me, Chris. I'm super big.
I know that I'm big and that you will lose.
Chris, I know I'll never lose. Look at you and your good friends. You need them for everything, and you know it's true. Don't worry, I'm here for you.
I will always be here for you. My mental spike. I won't be here for you, Chris.
So, if you remember my original, this is one cruel joke, and I can't remember the rest of it, but this is one cruel joke, I can't believe this, or something like that in the original, right? I decided to be kind of cool, and, like, the thing that I love about this version's lyrics is I love how subconsciously I remembered, like, lyrics from the original version, right? I remembered lyrics from the version I did before this, the Snowgrave version. And again, it's kind of a mix between those two songs, like those two Big Shot songs a little bit. It's kind of like them combined, but like the lyrics are placed in different ways. You'll see.
This one cool joke, Chris thinks he can win. That is crazy, Chris.
Just give up right now.
Just give up right now. I need you to quit.
So I can take your soul for myself too.
Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big shot.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to be a big shot.
Yes, you do. You want to be a big. You want to be big.
I want Chris's soul to be mine.
I just want Chris's soul right now. Please understand that I want your soul so I can fly high in the sky.
I need your soul right now, Chris. Just give it up and put it on the desk on the left right now, dude.
That was also a line from the original.
Don't you know what I want now?
I just want my freedom, Chris. Please.
I just want my freedom. I just want you to free me from the prison that I'm in.
I'm locked in this cage right now. Don't you understand that, Chris? Please get me out of the prison. And I just need your help.
And I also tried my best to also kind of encapsulate as Spampton is singing too, to kind of like start off very confident, but go into like what he's really after, what his real desires are, right? He just wants to be free from the strings that he's on, from the prison that he's in, because he, like, as a puppet, he feels like he's a prisoner in his own body. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing that revolves around that. And I wanted to do my best to make this version of the lyrics more about Spampton than just, just better than the original in every way, shape, or form. That was like my main goal with this version of the song. And same with the eventual Snowgrave route that I'll do with the other song too. I'm going to remake/remaster that one too to make it better than its original. But it might be a little bit harder because a lot of people actually liked that version, like the Snowgrave version of Spampton's song compared to the original. Anyways.
Just get me out of here. I can't stand
Link in the description / link in comments to go listen to this without me talking through it.
I just need your help. I can't stand it right now, Chris. I can't stand it. I can't stand this no more. I need you to cut all my silly strings.
I need you to cut all my silly strings that I have
Attached to my body so I can finally be free.
Wait, the presses!
Oh, and let me explain this. The reason why I just kind of zoomed in on Spampton, like Spampton's dialogue, instead of just showing the whole screen, because the whole screen is Spampton and Chris. I just felt like Spampton's dialogue was more important, since I wasn't even gonna voice Chris, Susie, or Rousey, because they don't really speak after like the battle's actually over until like after Spampton's already just after they walk out of Spampton's room. So that's why I just didn't even bother to include them. Since Spampton's the only one being voiced in the video, he's the only one being, like, saying a little bit, or saying throughout the whole piece, you know, voiced as well. I just focused on Spampton in this moment right here.
Fires are almost gone.
Chris, you gifted me my freedom? Chris, after everything I did to you? After all the unforgivable deals, free
Over
crowd?
I gave you? You finally repay my generosity? Chris, I understand the great deal well now.
Friendship! Chris, my days as a long-nosed dog are over.
Cut that wire, make me a red.
While you watching heaven, it's time for Spampton's comeback special. And this time I live for myself. No, myself and my friends. Here I go. Watch me fly. Oh!
By the way, Spampton, and I know for people that already know Deltarune already know this, but this is for people that don't know Deltarune and they're going in and listening to my song. I trimmed out a fat portion of Spampton's like falling down like as silent as he was with nothing playing, because I kind of wanted to get to like, you know, the aftermath, because Spampton stays like his senseless body or lifeless body sits there for like 5 minutes just in pure silence like this. Or for about a minute or so, and then you move to Spampton's old body and him talking when he's in those little vines and shit. But we cut most of that out, so
After all, I couldn't be anything
see,
more than a simple boss.
I cut most of that out and put this here.
Power like that? Maybe you three can break your own strings. Let me become your strength.
Right, thank you for watching BIGSHOT with Lyrics Remake / Remastered Arekkusu TM Edition. So I couldn't like kind of settle on like if I wanted this to be a remake or a remastered, because like obviously it's still the same game. It's not like it's Deltarune remade or remastered. I mean, because like in some ways you can say it's like a remake, like the lyrics are remade because it's remade from the ground up. There are some lines in here that are references to my original piece that I made on this, and the Snowgrave, like my original Snowgrave version of it, mixed in here. But then there's also a lot of completely new lines that I did not say in the original or both the other pieces. So it's kind of like a mix of both. It's like a remake / remastered. And I know there's going to be people out there that are more, well, I don't know about diehard for my original music, but I know there's probably going to be some people that like the more jokey version of the song. And, what is it? I know there, like, I'm just saying, I know there's a lot of people that, like, prefer whenever I do my music videos and my stuff, and they like the more jokey side. They like it when I swear a bunch, but I really don't like it, you know. I don't like that side of myself in my music, you know, and that's why I remade this one, because I was just disgusted, because it just, looking back at it, right, it like, at least this version makes me sound at least a little bit more competent, at least a little bit more, you know, not like some 14-year-old that just learned how to swear, you know, for like the billionth time. That's what listening to my original version makes me feel like. It makes me feel like, you can tell I had rough beginnings. But then again, I can't hate myself too much, because I really learned off of my original experience. I would not have been able to remake the song as good as I did if I didn't do it for the first time over 3 months ago now. I think going into 4 months, like later back in March or something like that, because we're pretty close to the end of February. But yeah, I made this piece, I think, in January, like at least the thumbnail and the video in January, because I was like, let's remake it and all that other sort of stuff. And I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time today because I already streamed for like 3 hours on Super Paper. You know, we did the freaking Undertale dungeon, which I'm definitely going back to. And I got homies waiting for me and party and whatnot. So I don't want to make this video too long, but seriously, go listen to the song for yourselves. It would mean a lot to me if you hype it up. Give it a like. Give it honest comments like you guys usually do. Like, give me honest feedback on what I should change. What cover do you want next? You know, all that stuff. Let me know down below in the comment sections of that video in particular. And until then, I'll see you guys next time with other stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Maybe like an Undertale thing, like usual, or something else. You know, just something else. We'll figure it out when we get there. But anyways, have a good rest of your day, y'all. Maybe you can do a Crossbones or Count Coffin K unless you're still working on Dust Sands. Later. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I could work on Crossbones or Coffin K. You know, maybe Coffin K. I like him. I do like Crossbones too. So maybe we'll get both. Who knows? I don't know. Fuck. Until next time. Peace out, y'all.